Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff, and for the next maybe 6 to 8 minutes, I will be your spokesperson. I'm from theboxman.com, where we changed the way that you should watch TV. I'm going to go right into the video because I don't want to miss any time, but I don't want to be long. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the content of this video. This is a continuation of the Yokia TV IPX media device that was sent to me a few days ago. And my first video was going over the side load, or the possibility of it being a solution for what the upcoming year, as we close out this year into next year, about side loading some of your favorite third-party applications. So let's jump right into this video. This is the home page of the Yokatv IPX. It's very clean. It looks very familiar to another device, but I understand why they take this concept. Everything is very clean and concise. One of the things I want to point out first is the options of the home page. They give you some wallpapers to choose from. Now, of course, you can choose your own images to put here, but let's go to the wallpaper, and you have a gallery here. So you can go to a back fade like that. You could go to the beach like that, or that looks pretty cool, or I like that backdrop. That is nice. So you got different ones that you can choose from. I think this is St. Louis, so I prefer this one. This looks really, really nice. Now, of course, you can use a custom or even a URL if you have a link to some image that maybe you find on the internet or you just want to add. You'll notice that the applications, they have the apps here at the bottom, all of the applications on your device. You'll notice they also give you a speed test, which is nice. They give you Surfshark, Prime Video, Plex, Google Play Store, not the actual certified Netflix, and that's something to be feel good about. Most Google certified devices have the certified Netflix. I'm not a big Netflix fan, but the goal is not to be Google certified and not to be able to be locked down with Google services, because if the rumor is true, those are the devices that are going to be preventing you from getting what you want. They have this good app called Movie Arc. I didn't really try it, but it looks nice. You can open it. They have browse here, Miracast, memory clean, which is pretty cool. It does a lot of different things. Mainly, it cleans the memory on your device, and so you can don't get loaded up on that. The other thing, you got a file browser, an app installer, and all of that. So when it comes to being Google certified, I said in my last video that the certified devices use Google services. Now, Google is on this device, but the Google services are not activated. And I'm going to show you what I mean. When you go over to, I believe, System, and that's the About, I apologize. You're going to go over to Settings, press OK. You're going to go down to, not Apps, sorry. You're going to go down to Device Preferences. When you go to Google Assistant, you can either turn that on, and you'll notice when you turn it on, you accept the permissions to use the services. But if you don't turn it on, it's totally fine, because you can use the Bluetooth capability in the device, especially when you come over and begin to side load or start personalizing your device to how you want to personalize it. Okay. Now, speaking of side loading, this box does it quite well. And it was very obvious that they made it very, very good, especially when it's, the engine of the device is the CPU. So the CPU allows you to use multiple apps without any lagging. Now, speaking of side loading, I said one of the best ways to do it is to get a Google Play Store account by getting a Gmail. All right. Once you're able to do that, you'll have access to thousands and thousands of what Google feels safe applications for you to use. Now, in this demonstration, I am going to install one of the top I would say applications to do side loading, and that would be Downloader. So I'm going to use the Bluetooth. So I'm going to hit this. Let me see. Oops, I don't want to do that. Sorry. I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do is hit this. Give me a second. I apologize, right here. Downloader. And there it is there. Now let's see if it's going to download. You always choose the downloader by AFTV News. I'm going to click that really fast, and you can see I already have it on my device. So you can have it on your device. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can sideload through downloader, and also it is also a browser. So a lot of people don't use it for that, but it's a browser first before it's anything else. Now, one of the things I like to use is a toolbox by that's over the internet. So I'm going to go right back over here and go over to home. And then I'm going to put up here, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to put this short code in here. And we'll put this short code, get rid of the keyboard, and you can go here. And now you'll go to a toolbox that's pretty familiar to a lot of people. And once you're on their website, you can begin to find different applications if you like. Whatever you like to do, that's really, really up to you. You can scan to get, Surfshark and a lot of different things that are in this toolbox. So what you could also do is you could come here and you can save it as a favorite if you like. You don't have any favorites, so that's fine. So what you would do is just hit the menu. You would add new favorite, and you can save a favorite so you don't have to do it again. Okay, so I'm going to go back out of here. You can see that it downloaded that. Another thing you can do on Google Play Store, since it's here, is you can use it for if you wanted to get some free applications. Let's take a look at that really quick. Now I'm going to close out this video because some of the other things that it does other than side loading is I'm going to show you how it plays in 4K, and then we'll close out the video and give you a chance to see it privately when I can just break this thing out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. I'm going to hit this. Tubi. I spoke too soon. Hang on. Let me get rid of this real quick. Tubi. Oh, I didn't do it right. So let me just spell it out. I feel like a weirdo. It's spelling it's being too correct. So let's go to TUBI. And again, it should just pop up right there. One of the top ones that you can choose from is Tubi. Let's see if you can install this from the Google Play Store. It's being verified by Play Protect because that's one of the services that are on the device standard. Okay, so they use Play Protect, but I don't mind because I can sideload anything else I want outside of Google. I'm not dependent on Google to get what I need. I can get it sideloading. I can get it with a URL. I can get it with a USB. So if that's what floats your boat, you can definitely do that. Okay, I'm just going to let this install just to prove you can install other applications. Just waiting for it to land here. And while it does that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the home button, and then I'm going to go into their player here called Yokatv Online. When I click Yokatv Online, we got some 4K content that was put in here. And you'll see I'm going to go right to my favorites here. And let's just go to my favorites. And there they are. So let's take a look at Italy in 4K. You can see there's no stuttering. There's no anything. This is very, very clean. And I think it runs very well. It handles 4K very, very well. It's not, sticking anywhere. Looks very smooth. Let me go ahead and let's see if we can hit this back. Let's see the inspirational motivation. Change that. That's beautiful. You could just leave these on. I just wanted to show people that the box does do 4K. Let's do one more for good relaxing morning. Okay, there you are right there. So this is the Yokatv IPX-1. So far, so good. And I think it's worth taking a look at as we get closer to the time next year where we'll find out for sure if things are going to be blocked or you won't be able to sideload. Sometimes we fall in love with so many different devices. I put the mouse on there. I don't need that. So many different of the same devices that we never look outside the box. And I was very surprised that they found me, and I think it's going to be a good arrangement. In my next video, I should be able to get you a discount code, or I can get you one. Just request it if you want to know. From their website, you can go to their website. I'll put it there. It probably retails for $110, but with our discount, I'm pretty sure you can get it under $100, maybe around the $90, $99 price range. And I think that's a great deal for this box. It runs really good. Now, let me say this. This box comes completely empty. You will need to have your own entertainment. And you know what? If you don't know what that means, just search the internet. You can find it anywhere. But there's no preloaded anything on this device, just like there wasn't anything preloaded when you jailbroke your Fire Stick. So let's keep it real. You know what we're talking about. As I close out the video, my goal was just to share with you over and over different devices that you could take a look at. You don't have to purchase them, but you should take a look at them and do your research, because an educated streamer saves money each and every time and will never, ever be broke in entertainment. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great evening.